Hello YouTube, this is a video on how to do the FIFA 12 AutoBuyer. It's basically like a 59th minute thing. You probably already heard about it, that's why you're looking for a tutorial. Because I bought it and I found it really difficult, and the person I got it from didn't help me in the slightest. And it was really irritating, and I went through many hours of YouTube videos and it did not work, which is pretty annoying. So I thought, I'll be the nice guy and I'll make a good in-depth one. So this is it. If you don't have the AutoBuyer and you want it, I'm giving it away for 10k. You might be able to get it cheaper from people, you might be able to get it free from the web, but this one 100% works. So if you come with me, that's great. If not, it's good for you guys. Get it from somewhere else free or cheaper. Right, so I'll open up Google Chrome. Right. Got Google there. Right, so the first thing you're going to need, if you don't have it, is WinRAR. It's just like a file management thing. So it's this one here, www.winrarlab.com. And it's fairly easy enough to download. I'm sure you want to have to download something. Just click this one here, download now. I've already got it, so I don't need to do it, and it'll be in your downloads. Come down, bottom end here. Right. So, once you've done that, and you download the AutoBuyer, which I'll give you, it'll simple download, it'll appear in your WinRAR. Right? AutoBuyer full here. Get rid of that. Right. So once you do that, I decided to extract it from the desktop because I found it easier. So you click on it and then you just press extract to. No, actually, so go here, extract it. Oh, what's going on? Oh yeah. Sorry about that. There you go. Don't know why that's happening. It should work for you. I think it's because I've done something. Anyway, so you got this in the desktop, and then you should have this file here, right? FUT AutoBuyer, right? You get this UTMP. You just don't touch any of them. I don't know what they are. Don't need to. All you need to focus on is this file here, FUT12, and these two here. The first thing you'll do is you won't have the U1017. You only have the U1104. You open that, and then you'll come up with a pop-up, and it'll come up with the Internet Explorer pop-up, and you just close that, and it'll come up in the top corner here, and you just minimise it. It'll offer to do an update. If you press yes, it won't download anything, and a second file will appear, which is the U1017. I think they both work, but I use that one. I don't know why, but that one works for me. And so I click on this one, and then you get this here, pick lock in corner. It won't work without it. This U1017 is ultra safe. It acts as like a server, so you can't really connect, and it won't search the players unless you've got that. Right, so I'm now going to open the AutoBuyer. You also need to have 2 brand new accounts that have not been on Ultimate Team before. It doesn't matter what they are, as long as you have email and password. And as you know, when you go on Ultimate Team, it'll ask you for a security question, and you need to have the question as your first childhood friend, which is the default question as well. So you don't have to change anything there, but you can, you know. So that's what you want. And you want to have the password for both accounts to be Leicester. It's really weird spelling. I'll put a notepad thing up for you. Is there a way I can do? Oh, I've forgotten how to do big letters, but it's that. I'll put it in the description as well for you. So that's that. It's got to be that, otherwise it won't connect with the EA Sports on the web. Because that's how it does. It connects with the EA Sports on the web, and that's how it runs. Right. So here you've got categories at the top. That means inform, max buy price. You type that in, or max sell price. You can search for paces, players in the game. So if I click watch here, it should already for yours have some already selected players on the watch. But I've got mine. You have to press it twice because it do it from top to bottom, or bottom to top, whichever way. And so I click it twice. Just give it a second. Here's all my players. So I've got people like Inform Ivanovic, don't buy for more than 25k because he sells for 30, maybe over. That's a good profit. Torres 14, selling for 20. So I know I don't go for the drastic deals, but if you get them in little bits, you should get them and you should make your money. Here you can also select training cards. I mean, you got your like all attributes plus 10 type things, your healing, your heal all plus 4s, your contracts that you need, you get them cheap, resell them. That'd be a steady business. So actually, I'd go players. But the thing is, if you're gonna do a mix, you don't ever should do a mix, because it says in the help section up here that it slows it down. So you either do contract or nothing else, or healing or nothing else, or just players. Don't know why, but I don't question it. Here you have the progress bar, but I'll come back to that at the end. Help here just it doesn't really help you that much. Just gives you a little bit of information on what it is. Saying this is where it all comes in important, right? You put in the broker email. So on your 2 accounts that you've made, one of them just has to be nothing on, and the second one, this one has to have your coins on. Here, that's my buyer. So that one will buy the players for you. Here you have your watch time. That means it's going to search for a 59th minute. If I selected 3 hours, that I did a 2 hours and 59th minute, 5 hours and 59th minute. But people most likely put players up for an hour, so I'd go for that one. This is where the items that aren't sold should move to. It's recommended the club, so that's where I put it. Buy more big tokens when they're over. I do that. Just I might as well. Basically, the more money you have, the faster you make. I've had it for a week and a half now, and I've made 60k, whereas my friend had it for a week and only started with the 70k and made 15k in the week, whereas I started with 120 and now got 175 odd. So it does work, but it's a slow steady business. It's better when you leave it on overnight. Now I'm going to come to errors. If you press start here, for me, mine's fully working, nothing wrong. It's going to come up on progress, right? You want to keep it on trading, watch what happens. Right, and it'll stop there. It's fine, it's done everything. There are no errors, nothing's happened. Miscellaneous reports, now it's just going to come up saying it's found a real Ferdinand, but he's overpriced at 20k. See, I had mine up, so I've said don't buy him for more than 16, but there's one for 20, so it doesn't buy it, which is, fairly obvious. No worries. Now sometimes, when I first started, I've experienced some errors before. The first one you might encounter is it'll come up saying error blah 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 multiple session, and that simply means you're logged on elsewhere, whether it be on the web or the console. With logging on elsewhere, apparently, it's not happened to me, I don't really believe it, but apparently you will get banned if you're logged on, if you've got the AutoBuyer running and you're logged on the web. Don't work, don't try it, steer clear of it. The second thing is if you sign in the profile on the console, it takes a good 45 minutes for EA to sign you out of the servers there, so you won't be able to run it, and it will say multiple session. So basically, if you go on the web, it signs you out instantly, you don't have to worry about it, but it takes a good 45 minutes to get the AutoBuyer or even sign on the web after you've been on the console. If you already know that one, and that's really irritating. Another error is, I can't remember what it says, but it comes up on the trading and it'll come up saying try to log in, successful, and it'll say that 10 times, and it'll say it says successful, and it'll say we've tried to log in 10 times and it's been unsuccessful, and it'll say something about a server cap being broken and please donate $10. It's a load of rubbish if you ask me. I don't really know how to fix that. All I can say is make sure you've not got any players for more money than you've got. Make sure you've got the buyer and broker the right way around. Buyer being searcher, broker being buyer. Blah. All the way around. Broker being searcher, buyer being buyer. And it still doesn't work. The one thing I know works is if you actually go on EA Sports on the web. Where's my Google Chrome? Here. You actually go on EA Ultimate Team, and you go on and you search and you sign in, on your account and type in your security question, which would be leicester, whatever, I don't even know how to pronounce it, and then do that, etc, etc. That comes up saying it's working for me. Don't know if that helps you, and that's about it. Like I say, if you want it, I'm selling it for 10k. If you've got any questions or there's anything I haven't covered, feel free to comment. I'll do my best to reply. I'll be checking it daily because I know how irritating it is when it doesn't work. This is quite an in-depth tutorial, so I hope you rate and subscribe if you can be bothered. Like I say, if you want the AutoBuyer 10k, I'll put my email on if you feel the need to email me any questions. Private message me on YouTube. That I prefer that. I'll just comment and I'll do my best to give you an answer. Alright, cheers for watching, guys.